Let me let you in a little bit more about what I've been thinking with the MCU. You ever hear about the CIA?
This is the best. This is the best cop, by the way. RP wise,
Brian.
yeah.
I like Brian a lot too. He's one
Like
of
when
those
I'm
cops when
when
you
I'm
like pull up, you can like just have fun with it.
yeah, and like he's like when I say RP, I'm like talking about like serious RP. Like he's like Karma is one of my favorites. But this he's like Brian is like a whole different beast. Like
Yeah,
he actually cares about his shit. Like he's my top two, and he's not two. He's probably the best in my.
They killed Kennedy, yeah.
Sometimes they had assets that were worth significantly more than the threat. I think Lang right now is probably one of the biggest assets this police department has ever seen. He's got an individual that's about to flip on the weapons bench. And he just sent me a document that might indicate a new drug manufacturer in the city.
Why? That's what I ask. Why is he doing this? What is he? Is this?
That's
I'm assuming
fast,
the
bro. What the
bench
fuck? Why does he
is
look
rushed.
like
Well,
that?
what about the drug one?
You know the beautiful thing about individuals that want all the power in the world? Well, sometimes they, some of the biggest kingpins in history have worked very closely with the police. And sometimes that information is worth a hell of a lot. He still has a grudge against Hardcastle, I think.
So he's trying to weaponize us, basically. He's trying to say he
Yeah.
sees it as a weapon, and you can aim us in the right direction, then pull the trigger.
That's fucking right. And look, I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm ready to be that goddamn weapon. But whenever that gun that's being loaded, I have no problem turning it the other direction.
That's the key thing.
When we do, and whatever that might be, because we know at some point Lang's gonna get into some crazy shit.
You can't miss.
And I don't mean like, I ain't talking about some small shit. At some point, well, he's gonna turn.
Like, and you can't miss though. That's the thing, because if you miss, it's over.
You
If you
ever-
said big shit.
Mm-hmm. I just don't think we should get him on anything small. I used to do very similar with another individual a long time ago.
Right.
We tried to get him on some small things like, passenger seat of a 37 Alpha or whatever. And I saw something bigger because I know he was well more connected than I think most let onto. And when you kind of think of things like a plea deal, right? Why do you take a plea? Well, we're not looking to waste our resources, and if you give us something big, and this motherfucker is giving us significantly, let's keep this in mind. Here's a big part about getting the Simones in custody, the Romanov investigation, what is going to be one of the few weapon benches we recovered, and possibly the ground floor information about new drugs hitting the city soon. Or ones that are out on the streets, but we don't actually know too much about. Now, at some point, similar to the CIA and the Mujahideen, you know what happened with the Russians back in the day, right?
Yes, yeah. I study history because to me history is like tea, right?
Mm-hmm.
I'll just sift through it and make sure that I learn a lot of it because you learn a thing or two that can help you in the future. So I know exactly what you're talking about. However, Brian, this could easily backfire, right? Publicly and within the police department, it can affect morale. So we need to be careful how we approach this because
I don't disagree.
at the same time, I have an image. You have an image to protect, right? We can't.
Shit, I mean about Brian, like he's like very slow burn, like he's into that, like he'll like watch you and like he wants to get you on something big. Like his thought process is very dope for a cop. That's why he should run like the detective department. I think he does now, right? Or is he coming back? Like, cause he was doing the cartel arc, and it got ruined for him too.
Yeah.
Like he's the guy that you leave the like the hints.
Yeah, exactly.
And he'll, Mr. K